Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 3 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection. So don't skip this video, let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The America $1 1972 D coin, commonly known as the Eisenhower Dollar, stands as one of the most fascinating and historically rich coins ever produced by the United States Mint. This coin, bearing the bold D mint mark to indicate its origin at the Denver Mint, represents a pivotal era in American numismatic history, one that blended patriotic commemoration, post-war leadership, and the space-age triumphs of the United States. Struck in 1972, the coin not only honored the legacy of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and Supreme Commander of Allied Forces in World War II, but also celebrated the Apollo 11 moon landing of 1969, one of humanity's greatest achievements. The 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar thus stands at the crossroads of history, symbolism, and technological progress, a coin that captures the pride, power, and vision of a nation at the height of the 20th century. The obverse front of the coin features the strong, distinguished profile of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Facing left, this portrait was designed by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time, who aimed to convey both Eisenhower's military heroism and his calm statesmanship. The detailed engraving portrays Eisenhower with a firm gaze and dignified expression, symbolizing leadership, courage, and dedication to service. Around the rim are the inscriptions "Liberty" above and "In God We Trust" to the left, along with the year 1972 below the portrait. Gasparo's design was carefully crafted to blend classical portraiture with modern realism, creating an image that resonates with both respect and authenticity. The coin thus immortalizes Eisenhower not merely as a political figure but as a national icon whose leadership guided America through both war and peace. The reverse, back, design of the 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar is one of the most iconic and symbolic in modern U.S. coinage. It features an eagle landing on the surface of the moon, clutching an olive branch in its talons, a direct adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, designed by astronaut Michael Collins. The imagery powerfully combines themes of peace and exploration. The eagle represents the United States, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the lunar surface marks mankind's first steps beyond Earth. Surrounding the eagle are 13 stars, symbolizing the original American colonies, and the inscriptions "United States of America, e pluribus unum," Latin "four, out of many, one," and the denomination $1. This design, also by Frank Gasparo, was a bold artistic statement that connected America's past achievements with its aspirations for the future. It stands as a tribute to both Eisenhower's leadership in global affairs and the nation's pioneering spirit in space exploration. From a technical standpoint, the 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar was struck from a composition of copper-nickel clad, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This combination produced a durable coin with a silver-gray luster. The coin measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, weighs 22.68 grams, and has a reeded edge. While special collector editions known as silver-clad were minted at the San Francisco Mint for proof and uncirculated sets, the 1972 D issue from Denver was strictly a circulation strike, intended for general use. Despite its large size and weight, it was often criticized for being cumbersome in daily commerce, leading to its relatively short life as a circulating dollar coin. Nevertheless, its sheer presence made it one of the most striking modern U.S. coins ever released. The Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark located below Eisenhower's neck on the obverse, played a vital role in the production of the $1,972 series. Over 92 million of these coins were struck in Denver, making the 1972 D one of the most common issues in the Eisenhower Dollar series. However, the coin remains significant for collectors due to the variations found among its Philadelphia counterparts. The 1972 Philadelphia Mint coins are famous for having 3 different reverse types, each with subtle differences in the depiction of Earth above the moon. While the Denver issue used only the Type 1 reverse design, it remains prized by enthusiasts for its superior strike quality and attractive luster, traits typical of Denver Mint craftsmanship. The historical context of the coin's release adds immense depth to its story. Dwight D. Eisenhower, who served as president from 1953 to 1961, was revered for his steady leadership during the Cold War and his role in promoting peace and prosperity in post-war America. His passing in 1969 coincided with the triumph of Apollo 11, making the decision to honor him on the first new dollar coin in decades both timely and deeply symbolic. The Eisenhower Dollar, first issued in 1971, was America's first circulating dollar coin since the peace dollar ended in 1935. T was intended to commemorate both the man who symbolized military honor and peace, and the technological success that symbolized mankind's unity and progress. Economically, the Eisenhower dollar marked a transitional moment in U.S. monetary history. The removal of silver from circulating coinage in the late 1960s meant that the new dollar would be clad in copper-nickel, making it durable yet affordable to produce. However, its large size, nearly the same diameter as the old silver dollars, made it unpopular for everyday use. Many Americans preferred paper currency or smaller coins, leading to the Eisenhower dollar being hoarded as a keepsake rather than spent. Nonetheless, the coin served an important symbolic function. It reintroduced the dollar denomination into circulation and paved the way for later issues such as the Susan B. Anthony dollar, 1979 to 1981, and the Sacagawea dollar, 2000-present. In numismatic terms, the 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar holds enduring appeal. While common in circulated grades, uncirculated specimens with sharp detail and original mint luster are highly sought after mint state, MS 65 or higher. Examples display frosty brilliance and clean surfaces, qualities that demonstrate the Denver Mint's superior quality control. Proof-like and deep mirror examples are even rarer and can command premium values. The coin's combination of presidential portraiture and space-age symbolism makes it a favorite among both history enthusiasts and coin collectors. The design significance of the Eisenhower dollar also lies in its artistic message. Gasparo's Eagle on the Moon reverse is one of the most visually powerful expressions of American achievement ever struck on coinage. It captures the spirit of a nation that, under Eisenhower's generation, rose from wartime devastation to technological supremacy. Top 2, the America $1 1977 D coin, popularly known as the Eisenhower dollar, stands as a proud emblem of American history, leadership, and achievement. Minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark, this coin is part of the final years of the Eisenhower dollar series, which ran from 1971 to 1978. The 1977 D issue is particularly significant because it represents one of the last large-sized dollar coins struck by the United States Mint for circulation. With its powerful portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower and its reverse design inspired by the Apollo 11 moon landing, the 1977 D Eisenhower dollar embodies the spirit of mid-20th century America, a time marked by unity, innovation, and exploration. It is both a tribute to a beloved American leader and a celebration of the country's progress from the battlefields of World War II to the vast frontiers of outer space. The obverse front of the 1977 D Eisenhower dollar displays a distinguished left-facing bust of Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo. Eisenhower, affectionately known as Ike, was one of the most respected figures in U.S. history, a five-star general who led Allied forces to victory in World War II and later served as the 34th President of the United States from 1953 to 1961. Gasparo's portrait captures Eisenhower's calm authority, courage, and dedication to peace. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty" above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the date 1977 below. The D mint mark positioned just below Eisenhower's neck identifies the Denver Mint as the coin's place of origin. The obverse design reflects both national pride and artistic refinement, honoring Eisenhower's dual legacy as a military leader and a peacetime statesman. The reverse back of the coin continues one of the most iconic designs in modern U.S. coinage, the eagle landing on the moon, symbolizing the historic Apollo 11 moon landing of 1969. This imagery, also created by Frank Gasparo, was based on the official mission patch designed by astronaut Michael Collins. The bald eagle, the national bird of the United States, is depicted descending toward the lunar surface with its wings spread wide, clutching an olive branch, a symbol of peace, in its talons. Beneath the eagle is the small cratered landscape of the moon, and above it appears the distant Earth, viewed from space, representing mankind's unity and shared destiny. Surrounding the design are 13 stars symbolizing the original American colonies, and the inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and $1. This reverse design connects the Eisenhower legacy of leadership with the triumph of the U.S. space program, making the coin a powerful symbol of progress and peace. The composition of the 1977 D Eisenhower dollar is copper-nickel clad, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs 22.68 grams, has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. This large size makes it the last silver dollar-sized coin ever issued for general circulation in the United States, although silver-clad versions were produced in limited numbers for collectors at the San Francisco Mint. The Denver minted 1977 D coins were struck in copper-nickel for everyday use. However, due to their heavy weight and size, most Eisenhower dollars were rarely used in circulation. Instead, they were often saved as keepsakes, collector's items, or used in casinos. The Denver Mint, located in Colorado, struck over 32.9 million Eisenhower dollars in 1977, ensuring a strong supply for circulation. Denver coins are well known for their sharp details and strong strikes, and the 1977 D issue is no exception. Most examples display clear definition in Eisenhower's portrait and strong relief in the eagle's wings on the reverse. Collectors value high-grade specimens that retain their original mint luster, often described as having a soft silvery sheen. While circulated examples are common and hold only face-value uncirculated mint state coins, especially those graded MS 65 and above, are highly prized by numismatists for their brilliant strike quality and historical significance. The Eisenhower Dollar series holds a unique place in American numismatic history, introduced in 1971. It was the first U.S. dollar coin issued after the discontinuation of the peace dollar in 1935. The decision to honor Eisenhower came shortly after his death in 1969, coinciding with America's monumental achievement in space exploration. Congress approved the new dollar both as a tribute to Eisenhower and as a commemoration of the Apollo 11 mission. The first issues appeared in 1971, and they quickly became symbols of national pride, though their large size made them impractical for daily transactions. Despite this, the coins remained popular among collectors, veterans, and patriotic Americans who admired Eisenhower's legacy. The historical context of the 1977 D issue is equally fascinating. The mid to late 1970s were a period of transition for the United States politically, economically, and socially. The nation was emerging from the challenges of the Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal, and the space program was shifting focus after the end of the Apollo missions. The Eisenhower dollar, in this environment, stood as a reassuring reminder of America's strength, leadership, and optimism. The coin symbolized the unity and resilience of a nation that had conquered both earthly and cosmic frontiers. It also marked one of the last times the United States produced such a large and artistically ambitious coin for circulation. From a numismatic perspective, the 1977 D Eisenhower dollar is appreciated for its strong strikes and high-quality minting. It is considered one of the better-made issues of the series, free from the die deterioration or weak strikes that affected earlier dates. While it is relatively common in circulated grades, finding flawless mint state examples with minimal marks and full luster is more challenging, and such coins can command significant collector premiums. Some coins also exhibit light toning golden, bluish, or reddish hues caused by natural oxidation, which adds aesthetic appeal and uniqueness to individual specimens. The symbolism of the coin's design goes beyond mere artistry. On the obverse, Eisenhower's portrait evokes duty, honor, and service values deeply rooted in the American identity. On the reverse, the eagle landing on the moon represents humanity's peaceful pursuit of knowledge and discovery. Together, these images tell a powerful story, that of a nation capable of both military leadership and scientific greatness. Top 3. The America $1 1978 D coin, known as the Eisenhower Dollar, marks the final year of production for this historic and iconic large-size U.S. dollar series. Struck at the Denver Mint, signified by the D mint mark below Eisenhower's neck, this coin represents the closing chapter of a short but meaningful era in American numismatic history. The Eisenhower Dollar, first issued in 1971, was designed to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces during World War II. The coin also celebrated one of humanity's greatest achievements, the Apollo 11 moon landing, by featuring the image of an eagle landing on the lunar surface on its reverse. The 1978 D issue thus stands as a powerful combination of patriotism, technological achievement, and remembrance, symbolizing both America's proud past and its spirit of exploration. The obverse, front, of the 1978 D Eisenhower Dollar features a dignified left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower created by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Gasparo's design captures Eisenhower's firm leadership and calm strength, characteristics that made him one of the most respected figures of the 20th century. Surrounding his portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty" at the top, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the date 1978 at the bottom. The small D mint mark, denoting the Denver Mint, appears just below Eisenhower's neck truncation. The clean and balanced composition of the obverse reflects the Mint's commitment to artistic excellence and serves as a tribute to Eisenhower's dual legacy as both a war hero and a statesman who led the United States through a time of peace and prosperity in the 1950s. Reverse, back of the coin is equally symbolic and historically rich. Designed by Gasparo as well, it features the bald eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch of peace in its talons. This design was directly inspired by the official Apollo 11 mission insignia which astronaut Michael Collins had designed in 1969 to commemorate mankind's first landing on the moon. The image captures the moment of triumph when the Eagle lunar module touched down on the lunar surface, an event that united the world in wonder and pride. Above the Eagle floats Earth, viewed from space, symbolizing humanity's home and unity. Surrounding the design are 13 stars representing the original American colonies, the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and the denomination $1. This reverse is one of the most admired in modern U.S. coinage, blending national identity, peace, and progress into one striking image. The composition of the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar is copper-nickel clad, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, a weight of 22.68 grams, and a reeded edge, while earlier collector issues, from the San Francisco Mint, were available in 40% silver. The 1978 D is strictly a copper-nickel circulation strike. By the time this coin was issued, most Americans were using paper currency and smaller coins, as the Eisenhower dollar's large size and heavy weight made it inconvenient for everyday transactions. Despite this, it became a favorite among collectors, casinos, and patriotic citizens who admired its powerful design and symbolism. The Denver Mint, which produced the 1978 D dollar, struck more than 33 million coins that year. Known for their crisp details and strong strikes, Denver minted Eisenhower dollars are among the best quality pieces of the series. The 1978 D issue, in particular, is recognized for its high minting standard, with sharp lettering, clear facial features, and well-defined eagle details. Circulated examples are plentiful and typically show moderate wear, while uncirculated mint state coins retain bright original luster and fetch higher prices among collectors, especially in grades MS 65 and above. Well-preserved specimens with strong eye appeal represent the final triumph of the Eisenhower series before its discontinuation. Historically, the Eisenhower dollar series, 1971 to 1978, played a unique role in U.S. monetary and cultural history. It was introduced 6 years after Eisenhower's death and 2 years after the Apollo 11 moon landing, a period when Americans sought unity and optimism following the social and political turbulence of the 1960s. Congress approved the coin as a dual tribute to Eisenhower's leadership and to the achievements of the space program that defined the modern American spirit. The coin's large size echoed the grandeur of earlier silver dollars like the Morgan and Peace dollars, evoking nostalgia while symbolizing modern innovation. By 1978, however, it had become evident that the Eisenhower dollar was impractical for daily commerce. Its weight made it cumbersome, and it did not circulate widely outside casinos and federal institutions. The U.S. Mint decided to end its production after 1978, making the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar the final circulation strike of the series. It was succeeded in 1979 by the much smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar, designed to be more convenient but ultimately less popular due to its similarity in size and color to the quarter. Thus, the 1978 D. Eisenhower marked the end of America's large dollar coin tradition, a symbol of a bygone era of bold designs and substantial metal coins. From a numismatic standpoint, the 1978 D holds a special place as a farewell issue. It represents the culmination of 7 years of Eisenhower dollar production, during which the U.S. Mint perfected its clad coin technology and design consistency. Collectors appreciate the 1978 D for its historical importance, as well as its beauty and symbolism. While it is not a rare coin in circulated condition, high-grade mint state examples and proof-like specimens are sought after. Coins that exhibit brilliant luster, minimal contact marks, and full strike detail on Eisenhower's hair and the eagle's wings are considered superior. The symbolism behind the Eisenhower dollar resonates deeply. Eisenhower himself stood for leadership, unity, and integrity, values America cherished in the post-war years. His presidency was marked by economic growth, international diplomacy, and a vision for peace through strength. The eagle landing on the moon represents America's technological triumph and humanity's potential for peaceful exploration beyond Earth. Together, these two sides of the coin form a narrative that celebrates not just one man, but the broader American journey from war heroism to scientific achievement. The 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar also serves as a fascinating cultural artifact of its time. The late 1970s were years of transition. The Vietnam era had ended, the nation was facing economic challenges, and technological optimism was giving way to a more reflective mood. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.